wonderful and the world. It's me, Queen Nightmare, and I am going to be doing the 11th part of You Are My Sunshine. I have a shout out, and I'm going to do that at the end of the video, though. I'm sorry I talk really fast. But I need to put a lot of energy into this. Malfoy answered his kiss with so much passion, with so much force, that it left him breathless. It was in an awkward position, kneeling on the couch, his sweaty palms on Malfoy's neck, his spine crooked down slightly as he moved. Malfoy's hands guided him. He moved and straddled his lap, groaning as Malfoy tightened his hands on his waist. Harry licked Malfoy's lower lip, and as he gasped, Harry let his tongue out of Malfoy's mouth. He groaned at the sweet taste of Malfoy's tightening his hand on his neck. He kissed him with passion, with urgency, with everything that he got. Malfoy's hand started to wander, Harry's back gripping his biceps. He pulled him closer, kissing Harry's chin. He peppered his neck. He kissed his neck. No, he pecked his neck. Someone said peppered his neck, and I was like, is he gonna eat it? Is he a vampire? I mean, I'm all for it. He pecked at his neck, his small butterfly kisses. At some places he sucked, and Harry would moan. He licked his way towards Harry's earlobe, and Harry hissed at the new sensation. Without thinking about it, he bucked his hips. Malfoy froze. His eyes snapped open as he felt their abrupt stop. His breathing was heavy. It wasn't only his breathing that was heavy. Something much bigger, right in between his legs, was throbbing hard. And when he buckled up to Malfoy, he felt the same problem on him too. And Malfoy tightened his hold on Harry and started to suck on Harry's earlobe. Harry let out a low moan, and grabbing Malfoy's blonde hair, he pulled him closer, moaning as Malfoy started to move under him, thrusting up to Harry. Sweet Merlin! Harry breathed and started to move with Malfoy, liking the feeling he got. The contact through his pants was overwhelming, and Harry never felt like this before. Jerking off into a fantasy was nothing compared to grinding with a partner like this. Touch me, Malfoy murmured into his ear, hot and wet. Please touch me. As to prove his point, he started to unbuckle his pants. Harry sat there, now on Malfoy's knees, and watched as he fumbled with his belt. Fuck. Malfoy swore under his breath as his hands shook violently, and he couldn't unbuckle himself fast enough. Well, sometimes when I have to go to the bathroom really fast, I can't unbuckle my pants sometimes. It sucks. Try that. Let me. Harry finally found his voice, and he slapped Malfoy's hands away. He himself was shaking from fear and excitement. What if he failed? What if he gave Malfoy a pleasure that he'd never had? There was only one way to find out, and it was bloody hell. He was huge. Malfoy was thick, huge, and as tempting as Harry had imagined it would be. It was longer too, and he ideally thought if he'd ever get a chance to jerk him off into oblivion. Come on, Potter, you can look at it later. Work your magic on me. Who says that? Well, you're in the Harry Potter universe. Everyone says that. Malfoy's voice was back into his ear. He licked the shell off of it. Shell? In what universe does that happen? Anyways, shell off of it. And Harry shuddered. Their bodies were close together, but Harry had no problem of taking him into his hand and give it a long and strong stroke. Malfoy sighed and fell back on the couch. Harry gripped it tighter, and his eyes glued on Malfoy's face. He started to stroke him faster. He was fascinated, and Malfoy's face was starting to sweat, and a arousal blush was creeping up to his neck. Harry reached out and started to unbutton Malfoy's shirt, his hand over his other hand still working fast. He saw Malfoy's pale chest turning red at every passing moment. Harry touched his chest too, feeling Malfoy's heart beating faster and faster. He was soft and nice. Malfoy gripped Harry's hand, which was on his chest, brought it up to his lips, his breath tickling Harry's inner waist. He planned a soft kiss on his palm. Harry gasped and closed his eyes, his other hand slipping a bit, and he got his pace back. Harry wanted to jerk himself too. It was getting uncomfortable tight in his jeans, so he started to grind himself on Malfoy's thigh, moving himself with the movement of his hand. Malfoy watched, fascinated, as Harry threw his head back with a small cry left in his lips. Then he opened his eyes, looked Malfoy right in the eye, and moved closer, breathing hard. Malfoy, breathing, took a pace too. He was mesmerized with the brightness of Harry's eyes. He couldn't look away, and Harry moved in closer and took Malfoy's lips into his mouth and kissed him with passion and urgency. The two more tugs on Malfoy's hard cock. He came fast and hard, milking himself. Who says that? Milking himself. What? Are you going to get a baba now? Jesus. Okay. And Harry's hand, too. He rested his head back and breathed out huffily, biting his lower lip, watching as Harry buried his face into the crook of his neck. Harry kissed the sweaty neck, liking the taste. He just jerked Malfoy off, and he made it to the point where Malfoy couldn't talk nor move. He felt a new triumph feeling up his chest. He'd done it. He kissed his way up to Malfoy's lips, leaving a small, soft kiss on it. He moved back a bit and watched a small smile play on Malfoy's lips. He didn't know what he was feeling. He brushed the strands of hair off Malfoy's forehead. Gray eyes opened and caught the green ones. Malfoy gave Harry a small smile, which Harry did not return. He was still preoccupied in his own little thoughts. He made Malfoy come, and he himself came too, into his pants, that is. It was official. He was into boys. More specifically, he was into Malfoy. That much was clear. But if this didn't work out, what if people started to find out? What were they going to do? What was he going to do when when he found out Malfoy's true loyalty in the war, would he be with him, or was he going to end the relationship? He didn't know what he was going to do, but he was sure about it, one thing. He didn't want to know about it so soon. But knowing him and his fate, he'd find out about it tomorrow. Okay, that is the end of part 12, I think. Yeah, part 12 of You Are My Sunshine. I have a shout out for Queen_Bree. And she's been a subscriber for, I don't know how. I think she's been here for a month, maybe less. But shout out to you. Please, if you haven't already, there is a watermark to the left of me right now. Well, to your right, my left. That please subscribe. Turn on push notifications so you get notified every time I make a video, which is pretty much every day. And tomorrow I'll do a live stream. I won't have any of my friends on, but it'll be me, and you can ask me any questions you want. Also, I love you guys so much, and be good, little nightmares, and I hope you have sweet dreams. Bye-bye.